in the Bible. It's called the Revelation of John, but it's really the revelation of Jesus Christ, something that he revealed to John. To many people today, the book of the Revelation is a weird book. It's full of all sorts of symbols and images and numbers and beasts and monsters. And as we read it, many people feel they're out of their depth, and perhaps rightly so, because so many people have disagreed about the interpretation of some passages. In this 12th and 13th chapters, John tells us about 3 terrible creatures that the Christian is to face in the world, what are called the dragon, the beast, and the false prophet. As we read these chapters, I want you to realize that John is seeking in these chapters to encourage Christians to endure, to be patient, to tell them that we're going to win in the end, however dark the days might be that we happen to pass through. And he has these strange visions in these 2 chapters. We're going to read the 2 chapters, or most of the 2 chapters together this morning, but I want us to turn just now to chapter 12, where he has the first of these great images presented to him. A great and wondrous sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant and cried out in pain as she was about to give birth. Then another sign appeared in heaven, an enormous red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns on his heads. His tail swept 1/3 of the stars out of the sky and flung them to the earth. The dragon stood in front of the woman who was about to give birth, so that he might devour her child the moment it was born. She gave birth to a son, a male child, who will rule all the nations with an iron scepter. And her child was snatched up to God and to his throne. The woman fled into the desert to a place prepared for her by God, where she might be taken care of for 1,260 days. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. But he was not strong enough, and they lost their place in heaven. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to the earth, and his angels with him. Then I heard a loud voice in heaven say, "Now have come the salvation and the power and the kingdom of our God and the authority of his Christ. For the accuser of our brothers, who accuses them before our God day and night, has been hurled down. They overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. They did not love their lives so much as to shrink from death. Therefore rejoice, you heavens, and you who dwell in them. But woe to the earth and the sea, because the devil has gone down to you. He is filled with fury, because he knows that his time is short." So may God add his blessing to that reading from his word. Let us come to God, shall we, and pray for the world in which we live and Christian people in that world. Let us bow in prayer.